Hello there everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are back again with another video. So our pair for today's live forex market analysis is the British pound versus the Australian dollar, the GBP AUD. So without any further waste of time, let's analyze to find setups. And remember, no setup, no trade. Let's get it. So I'm currently on the 4-hour time frame as usual, and I switched to the line graph to identify my key levels and the overall direction of the market, right? So this here is my highest high and this is my lowest low, right? So now catering for my other two key levels, which is my previous low and my previous high. So as you all know, I usually have 4 key levels on the 4-hour time frame, right? So now switching back to candlesticks, I'm seeing that the market is in a sell. I'm seeing that the market is in a sell, right? So let me cater for this trend. So seeing that then the market is in a sell, our overall our overall direction is a sell, right? So now moving on to the hourly time frame, there's a zone that I want to cater for, a small zone, which is this zone here. You will see why I've catered for this zone in a moment, but since now I've catered for the zone, this is my support zone, right? And we buy at our support, we sell at our resistance, right? So now on the hourly time frame, there's not really much that I can see here, but I'm seeing a pattern here, which is an inverse head and shoulders, right? So this is a pattern that I'm seeing there. So now the market might push to the upside before it continues with the overall sales, right? So moving on to now the 30-minute time frame, I'm seeing a trend, a small trend here. I'm gonna show you real quick. So the trend that I'm seeing is a descending type trend, right? It's a descending type trend, which is probably a wedge. So this is the trend that I'm talking about. Yes, this is the trend that I am talking about, a descending wedge on our support zone, right? So basically I feel like this is not a 30-minute time frame trend, but a 15-minute time frame trend, right? So also on the 15-minute time frame, that's where we identify our entries, right? So there's a zone that I want to cater for before identifying entries. So now seeing that now this is our descending wedge, our falling wedge, whatever you call it, descending type pattern. So basically what we're looking for is a push to the upside, right? A breakout, a retest, and then a further push to the upside to complete our overall inverse head and shoulders, right? So basically what I would personally do is to wait for the market to push back up, if possible, push back up, retest the zone, push a bit up, and then give me a double bottom. Should I enter here, wait for the market to break out and retest, continue, then I would scale. So basically this is how I would cater for the setup. My entry would be here, with my stop loss there, and my take profit at my key level or at the touch of the trend line, the resisting trend line, right? So as you can see, the risk reward ratio is a good 1:4.39. so that's how basically I would cater for the trade. And then should the market continue after I've entered my trade, breakout, retest, and I would then place my buy stop here as a way of scaling in. Place my buy stop there with my stop loss at my entry, right? With my stop loss at the entry, at my first entry, and my take profit would obviously be at the key level for this trade too, or the touch of my resisting trend line. So the risk to reward ratio for this one is a good 1:3 if you round it off, a good 1:3. So both of these setups would be good, even if say you don't get an entry here, then you would then wait for an entry here. But either way, the market would cater for opportunities for you to have that entry for the setup, right? So this is the analysis that I have for this GBP CAD, this GBP AUD pair. And as I said, as a trader, you should cater for buys and sells. So for sells, I think I'm not really seeing anything for sells right now. But if the market pushes to the upside, gives me a fake out, and retest the resisting trend line, should I then look for selling opportunities, right? So this is what I mean. Let me remove. So for sales, this is what I mean. The market pushing to the upside, giving me a fake out and a touch on my resistance, push back, give that fake out, retest the trend line, and then from there I would then enter a sell, because I'm seeing that this is a decreasing double top. This is a decreasing double top. But even if the market doesn't give me selling opportunities, I know that for a fact somewhere, somehow, there will be opportunities for a trade. If not, then there's no trade, right? So as I said, no setup, no trade. that's one way that can keep you disciplined and stick to your trading plan, right? You should write it down on your trading plan. No setup, no trade. So this is the setup that I have for this GBP CAD pair, right? So I'd like to thank you for investing your time into this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, or if you think there's anything that I've left or forgot to add, leave them on the comments. And also, if you like this content, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And without any further waste of more time, I'd like to thank you once again for investing your time into this video, and I'll see you on the next one.